Hello everyone, so it's time for another reading vlog. It is currently Monday and I just got this book. It's called Love from A to Z by S.K. Ellie, and the only thing I know, it's like a contemporary romance about two Muslim American teenagers. It got really amazing reviews from people that I trust. And so when I read them, I was like, I need this in my life. And it's been a while since I read a YA contemporary romance. I am now at 52 pages and I really like it already. There's this thing in this book that both of the main characters keep a journal about. There's always like one marvel and one oddity. They both got that idea because of like a book, I think, or something like that. And they both, like, in their own lives kind of ran into that and got the idea of writing down like one marvel and one oddity and keeping like a diary kind of, and always like describing what's happening in their life while talking about one marvel, so like one good thing and one bad thing. That's something I found really cool. I really like that idea. I love it. I need to shut up and just go read. So I'm gonna go read. I'm extremely tired and I'm reading this wonderful book and I'm loving it, but I feel like I'm so tired I can't fully like process anything, and because I'm really enjoying this book, I don't want to like diminish the enjoyment of reading it, if it makes sense, because of my exhaustion. But I want to read, and I'm like, why is my body like this? But yeah, I think maybe I should just like go watch something and read tomorrow. So it's time for an update. It's currently Thursday and I haven't really been able to read this book so far this week. I've had to work on a few things and I've been super tired and it's just not been, but I do want to get back to reading today and hopefully fly through this tomorrow, because I'm super excited about reading it and I am loving it so far. I have read 72 pages, which isn't much, but like, I'm excited. I love both of the characters already and I am so excited to find out how it's gonna, like, what's gonna happen. So, update. I'm crying. I don't know if you can see that, but still reading this and oh god. It is more intense than I expected. I don't know if I should like say that because I feel like maybe it's a bit of a spoiler, but basically there's a thing going on with one of the characters and something that yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's like in the middle. Yeah, I'm in the middle of the book pretty much, and I care about the characters so much and I'm kind of worried, and but I love this so much. I'm so scared. Oh god, okay, I'm gonna keep reading. I finished reading this and I cried yet again. Oh my god. Wow. Loved it, obviously. I am gonna give it 5 stars. This was an adventure. Oh my god, it was way more intense than I anticipated. I don't even know what to say. Like, I feel like nothing I can say will do the book justice, but I just completely loved it and I'm speechless and I'm so sad because I need more of the book and it was absolutely beautiful and really important, and it dealt with a lot of important issues, and it was just so beautiful and so real, and the love was so beautiful. how I mentioned that they record like the marvels and oddities. It's also kind of, you know, like deep. And I just completely loved it. And I completely recommend it. And it also made me want to read a ton of contemporary romance books. This author also has another book called Saints and Misfits, and I'm definitely gonna be checking that out. I'm so happy that I read it. Both of the characters are so amazing. I completely fell in love with both of them immediately. Pick this book up. It's amazing. Also, this book gave me chills so many times. Especially, I feel like in the last 100 pages, I just kept on having chills. I was like, wow. Yeah, this book definitely made me feel all the feelings, and I'm so happy that I read it. I have been a little busy and I've been just, yeah. But I'm here to update you again. For November, my best friend picked my books for me, and so I'm gonna be vlogging about reading them, and I want to try to read all of them, obviously, but I am absolutely addicted to reading right now, and I can't get enough of reading, and I just keep on reading, and so it's possible that I read the books that she picked for me, because I think there's 11 and even more. But the thing that I want to do is I want to challenge myself to reading all of the ones she picked for me before letting myself read anything else. Once I read all of the books, if there's, you know, like some time left before the end of the month, I can read anything I want. But before I read all of them, I can't read anything. But I just think this is going to be really fun, and I definitely really want to get out of my reading comfort zone because I've been totally chilling in it, you know, like I've just been reading, you know, since I'm like loving reading so much, I've just been reading books that I'm like super excited about, that feel really good, and I've just mostly been reading romance, and I kind of started reading historical romance, and then it was just so much fun, and I wanted to keep reading it. And the books that my best friend picked for me are like, I think I'm really gonna like them, and I think I'm really gonna like them, and I'm like excited about it, but I probably wouldn't read most of them like next month, or you know, maybe some of them, but like yeah, plus there are books that I've been procrastinating on for ages. So I'm gonna have to read those. So it's time for a reading update. I haven't updated you for a while, but it's now November 2nd, and so I'm starting to read the books that my best friend picked out for me. I am starting out with Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzie Lee, which is a historical book and a sequel to Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and it's great. I really love Felicity, the main character, and it's pretty cool. Basically, the plot is that Felicity, the main character, she wants to be a doctor, but she is a woman. And so that's kind of like the main thing, and she basically goes on like a trip that will get her closer to getting where she wants to go in life. I have actually no idea how it's gonna go and how it's gonna continue, and so I'm curious to find out. Hello everyone, so it's time for an update. I finished reading The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy by Mackenzie Lee, and I really, really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure what to rate the book, if I should give it 4 stars or 5 stars. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. I think I would just say it's like 4.5. But I really, really enjoyed it. There were a few themes in the book that I really, really loved. Like one of them, like the main one, especially at the beginning, was, you know, just like a woman trying to make a life for herself that like she actually really wants, instead of settling for what is expected and all that stuff. She's asexual and she never even like wanted to have a relationship, and so that's a part of the book. And then something I really loved about it was the female friendships. And there's also the theme of kind of just like there's no wrong way of being a woman, which I really, really loved, because like basically Felicity isn't really into the like stereotypically feminine things, you know. She doesn't care about like how she looks. All she wants to do is just, you know, to like fight for her dreams, and she doesn't want to conform to any of the gender roles, and her like childhood best friend likes to dress up and wear dresses and be really feminine and all of that stuff. And so there was the topic of just, like, that's okay, and no matter what kind of a woman you are, everything's great as long as you're happy, and I just really, 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 really loved it. And I think that like their friendship and the development of the friendship is what made me want to give it 5 stars, because that was probably like my favorite part of the book. I really enjoyed this book. I'm so happy I finally got to it, and I'm excited to get to the other books that I've been procrastinating on. It's time for a reading update. I started reading Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett, and I am really, really, really enjoying it. I'm like 30% in, I think. It's basically about a black teenage girl who has AIDS. I really, really like it so far. It is really, it's a total page turner. Like, so far I haven't been bored at all. It just keeps on going really smoothly, and it writes absolutely unapologetically about like sex and things around that, which I feel like is pretty cool, because normally it doesn't really happen in YA. Not really like this. I've never read anything where like the main character and her friends just talk about it completely openly, and it's like, wow. So that's really cool, and I really like that. Hello everyone, so as you can see, I'm in my natural habitat in bed yet again. There are things that I didn't talk to you about, that I like, observations I made when I was reading yesterday. The main character, she has 2 dads, and they are really cool. There was like a scene with one of her dads, and it was really funny. Like, I was like, oh yeah, he's a cool person. He's a cool dad. And I am not really used to seeing really great, like, relationships between, like, the parents or the parent and the kid, like, the main character, Like, it's not really a typical thing in YA, like, parents are often either, like, dead or kind of just, like, not really that important for the story. It is nice to see, like, more closer relationships between the parents and the main character. This book is just so real and so honest, and I live for that. Like, that is like my favorite kind of contemporary book, and I just love it so fucking much. I'm just like, oh my god, I am living for this, and I really, really, really wish I just had time to read it in one sitting, because if I did, I would have done that. Actually, I don't think I've mentioned this, but in my TBR, this book wasn't there. But I'm not breaking the rules of reading the books that my best friend picked for me, because in the TBR, I mentioned that I would be reading The Sound of Stars. I forgot the name of the author, but I'm going to put the cover of the book on the screen. The book comes out next February. Obviously can't read it this month, and so I wrote to my best friend asking her, like, what other book I should read, like, instead of that, and she suggested Full Disclosure. And I'm so fucking happy, because I love this so much. Oh my god. So, yes. I want to read the book so desperately, just because I'm really, really enjoying it. And also, I'm just like so invested, and I'm so curious to see what's gonna happen. And I'm really rooting for the main character, and just, this is like the best. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now, and I'm gonna go read, and I'm gonna update you later. So it's time for an update. I was away from home for a few days, so I couldn't really film, and I haven't read that much. I think I haven't finished talking about Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett, and I really want to update you, because I did finish reading that book. I finished this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It really made me want to read more contemporary romance. Like, Love from A to Z, absolutely loved it, made me want to read contemporary romance. This as well, and now I'm just like really feeling it, except I don't really have any contemporary books right now. I just loved it so much. Like, this book really taught me a lot because I didn't really know much about AIDS. Like, I have learned some things and like I didn't know nothing, but this definitely gave me so much more of an insight, and that was really, really cool. I love learning about new things, and I just loved this. Like, the characters felt so real, and they were all kind of like flawed but lovable, which is like the best thing ever. And the romance was really, really sweet, and all of it was just really freaking incredible. And like, the representation in this book is wonderful, and I just absolutely loved it. Absolutely recommend it. Go read this book. And like I already mentioned earlier, I think what I loved about it was just how honest and real it was. It is just completely straightforward and completely unapologetic about it, and I loved that so much. So it's time for me to end this vlog. It is really long. I really hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you want more reading vlogs, because I really enjoy vlogging about reading, and I would love to do more of them. And yeah, subscribe for more videos like this, and have a great day, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!